Alright guys, been wanting to do this video for a little bit, but I wanted to make sure to get enough range time on this gun to develop a solid opinion. And I am impressed. But who isn't impressed when they buy a new gun? It's a new gun. Fuck yeah. So, what do we got? Remington R1 Limited. Amazing gun. Best bang for your buck. By the time I got done pricing the STIs, building a Caspian, having an Infinity built, and just piecing together one and then taking it to somebody and having them build it, or me building it myself, this was most bang for your buck cheaper gun. It is a full-size 1911 double stack 9mm. This is what it comes from the factory. Comes with magwell, target sights, fiber optic front. Triggers around 4.5 pounds. Doesn't bother me any. Everything is black. It is a very black gun. Even the barrel and guide rod, full length guide rod and barrel are PVD coated. Comes with a matched barrel. Nice fiber optic front sight, which I wish was a little bit brighter, but not really. It'll be okay. Target's rear sights are wonderful. Nice big gap. You don't even notice them when you're a front sight shooter on the range. Longer shots were not an issue. The weight of this gun, once you have a mag and a couple rounds in it, are very manageable. The magwell, exceptionally well done, I thought, because if you've ever fit a magwell to a gun, you get these sharp edges. Now you can see the reflection there in the light of where, where the fuck happened. That is a slight, that's a knife edge reflection. It's not really there. It's not sharp. It's not very noticeable when you're loading. But if you've ever done a Glock or some of these other magwells on a gun, you've seen gaps. You've seen the material that you have to take off if you ever fit it. Well, they already did it, of course, because it's a factory gun. And they did one hell of a job. The front stippling is incredible. Back stippling on the back strap, same damn thing. It really grabs you just as much as you grab it. It is a very manageable gun. Not only because of the weight, but because of just the ergonomics of this gun and how they did the stippling and these super aggressive G10 grips as well. It is not hard to have a proper grip on this gun. If you're a 1911 guy, you will have the easiest time shooting this gun. Of course, they made this in 9mm 40 and 45. This is the 9mm model. I can't rant and rave enough about this gun. Most bang for your buck. Everybody that shot this gun over the weekend, and I put it in a couple other people's hands that own STIs, or they built their own, or they have nice 2011s. They all were super impressed by it. I did have a couple issues at the range because that's on me, it's not the gun. Turns out it comes with a matched barrel, a nice, wonderful, straight shooting matched barrel, but I hand load all my loads for competition so I can meet power factor, control the recoil a little bit better, and that gun really likes short rounds. The rounds I ended up using for that gun were 1.050. They were real short compared to what I normally load 147 grain 9mm to. In my Jonic and in my Glock, I will load them out to 1.09, 1.1, and it has no problem feeding and shooting those. That gun? Fuck no. Way too long, the bullets hit the battery, or the bullets hit the lands, and it will keep it from going into battery. Just ever so much, and that's all it takes. You might get 3-4 rounds off, and then it's just, Mickey, I know. You want to go outside? Is that what you want? Or you just want attention? You wait, okay? Just wait. It's okay. So it'll keep the gun from going back into battery. Get down. Good boy. Beyond that, the magazines. I had one magazine that had an issue. The magazines are made by Metgar. They are 18 round magazines. The magazine you get is an 18+1 with this extended base plate. It is plastic, it is not metal, it is not weighted. They are made by Metgar. That's what it looks like. It has the extended base plate because of the magwell. If you go to Remington and you need an extra mag in a hurry for a competition you're shooting this weekend, this is the only thing available. This magazine is $60 to your door, 3 to 5 day shipping. You see the taper on that base plate compared to this one? This one fits, this one doesn't. You have to go in here, and it is tapered like this from Remington, but you have to take off even more of this upper edge and taper it down a little bit more. You can see there where I had to go at it with a Dremel to make it fit inside the mag well. This and this magazine are no different. It's the base plates. This base plate is, you can see where that clip, where it clips on the lower to the magazine. Look at it there. It's a lot, this is a lot deeper into the mag well, so you need to go out and take an edge off of that. Like I said, this is the only thing available from Remington right now that's inexpensive, because I didn't want to spend $124 on a nice competition magazine yet. Will I be? Yes. Did I want to last week? No. So, make it happen. Also, check the followers in your magazines. I did have a couple snags when I was in the range ammo testing over at Bass Pro. The followers did get caught in the mag catch there. So go in, take a little sandpaper to them, and you're good. Just make sure you check them before you go to the range. Beyond that, $1,100 for a 2011, that is the most bang for your buck for me. Trigger feels like it's around 4.5 pounds. Everything's beautifully coated. To get the features on that gun versus building it yourself, it's cheaper just to go ahead and buy that. And Remington bought Para last year. That's a Para. It takes Para mags. It's got Para sights on it. It just says Remington. It's still a Para, which is wonderful. No knock against Remington. I've got another Remington R1 single stack in 45. Love it. That's why I wanted to continue with my Remington buying. I was, out of the box impressed with the R1. Made a couple changes to it since then. That'll come in a later video. So I stuck with the Remington R1 name. Got the double stack, got the limited, and it's been fun. That's a killer gun. I have no complaints. Everybody that shot it over the weekend would, they're probably going to end up buying one. They like it as well. If you want to buy one and you're in the local Memphis area, go over to Classic Arms in Cordova. They're on Germantown Parkway. You're looking for a little short guy who thinks he's a lot taller than he is. His name is Chance. Just got married. Congratulations. Make sure you give him a hard time about his height. And for $1,100, he will hook you up with one of those. Now that includes your tax stamp and tax, or background check and tax. They seem to fit everything into the price pretty well. I'm not a big online buyer. I have no interest in doing it. I'll buy used guns online, but I like to meet up with somebody in person. I'm a face-to-face person. What are you gonna do? I'm showing off my beard. Is what everybody needs to see this thing. Somebody pointed out that and over the last previous videos, they said, these video progressions aren't really about guns. This is just a cycle of you growing your beard out. You might have a point. That's all this is. What are you gonna do? Well, let me throw some shooting videos at the end of this video, and yeah, get one if you get a chance. Make sure you do a big, like 500 to 1,000 round break-in period on this gun. It did make a huge difference. Out of the box, it felt wonderful. At the range, out of the box, yeah, there's a big difference between, no rounds, no round, take it out of the box and shoot it, and 500 to 1,000 rounds later, when everything sets in, the action starts to work. Everything is just harmonic. It is wonderful. Once you get them broke in, you'll be ready to go. I did shoot it with my Hogue speed holster. Still cheap. I'm still, not going to spend a whole bunch of money on a holster yet. Maybe next year. We're coming up at the end of the season, and I'm not planning on doing any traveling, so here in about a month, we'll be done shooting. It worked for my TP9 SFX, and it works for that one as well with no issues. Locks up nicely. The earth magnets hold it in place. I still run the front sight tongue just because I don't like everything wobbling around. I've had so much fun with this. I bought one for my little brother. He uses it on his CZ. And yeah, another bang for your buck product. I will say this, that's all you got. So for, these shooting belts that we use that don't have a buckle on both ends, if you just got, regular old school belt, simple belt, then it'll work just fine. But if you're one of those guys that's running an RDR Kydex buckle, and you know it's got a buckle and clasp on each side, it will not work with this. So just remember that before you go dicking around buying stuff. These are available on Amazon, and I would recommend this as an entry-level open holster. Now, remember, you can only use this in limited and open. You can't use this in any other class. So if you take this shooting production, no sir. Sorry. Check your USPSA rules and make sure that they apply for your competition. I'm going to throw in some shooting videos at the end of this. Buy it. It's definitely worth it. Take her easy, y'all.
115 grams. I know me. $147. I like those.